Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back with part two. Last time we left off, we met with the FDA, FDA approved people. So yeah, we're gonna go into day one. Can you drag these? Yeah. Okay, so day one is like this. Day 10 is like this. Day 20 is like that. So this is dead tissue, this is damaged, and this is healthy. So let's continue.
As you can see, it would be really beneficial if we could get more stem cells into the heart after a myocardial infarction. The question is, how best to do that? There are two investigations into this question going on at the moment. We are in phase 1 clinical trials with both.
No way!
That means we are in the first step of testing these potential therapies in human beings.
Good for you.
There are two more sets of clinical trials that involve hundreds to thousands of patients before this therapy could be approved by the Food and Drug Administration for use in all patients needing it. One investigation involves removing stem cells from the patient's bone marrow and injecting them into the heart. Once there, they aid in repair just like the stem cells that are found there naturally. Another own repair mechanisms and signals, just increasing the time and magnitude of the signal to recruit stem cells to the heart to increase the repair. Which investigation would you like to participate in first?
Let's see.
You will be taking notes and assisting in evaluating the investigations once we gather more data. Click the one you would like to start with.
Hey, Tohack, shut up. Let me talk, okay? Let's see. Should we do the black guy that is a virgin, or the white guy that has no life, that just sits on his butt and watch freaking Jersey Shore? Let's see. Which one should I help? Let's see. I'm gonna help this guy. F you, fat guy.
Okay, for this line of research, we will start with a bone marrow aspiration to collect the stem cells. I've already prepped the patient, so we are ready to start. We'll talk a bit about why these patients are participating in this clinical trial later. For now, we have sterilized the area of the hip where we will harvest the bone.
Alright guys, so basically, there's too much gross stuff and inappropriate stuff I can't do. Can't show, so yeah, so basically we're gonna take out all the fatty juice, so watch. Oh, that juice, swear to God, if it shows his butt, I'm gonna freaking pause it. Nope. Okay guys, 5 hours later.
The stem cells are back and we are ready to inject them.
So,
we will do this by a procedure known as catheterization. We will go into the right femoral artery, up through the aorta, across the aortic valve, and then into the left ventricle. Our patient is a 68-year-old man with a history of heart attacks. He is now in stage 3 heart failure, meaning he is short of breath, very fatigued, and has swelling of his extremities due to lack of blood flow. This is all because the left ventricle is not performing as it should. So to try to fix this, we will inject the stem cells into the left ventricle.
Oh my God.
I have already prepped the patient, so we have a sterile field for...
Alright guys, I'm back. I could not show that. So, basically, we're gonna have to go into this right away. I'm gonna have to pause it right after I put the needle in, because they're probably gonna do that. Alright, so basically, they want me to put it into this little tube thing, so they didn't show the blood. What do I do? Yo. Oh, this part. There.
Now put what is called an introducer and sheath in over the wire.
Jesus Christ.
The introducer is a thin plastic tube that helps get through the artery. The sheath has a one-way valve to prevent blood from coming out and through which we can put all our other catheters. Pull the short guide wire and the introducer out. The introducer will leave a sheath behind, which will hold the artery open for us. Insert the long guide wire. This is a thin wire that is about 100 centimeters long with a rounded end that will help us get the catheter up into the aorta, around the arch in the aorta, through the left atrium, through the aortic valve, and into the left ventricle without penetrating the arterial walls. Remember, this is an arterial system under pressure from the heart. If we penetrate the arterial wall, the patient could bleed to death internally.
Oh my god, dude. Alright. Dude. There you go, you happy?
Now we will insert the catheter over the guide wire and advance them up the femoral artery, into the aorta, and follow the same path around the arch in the aorta, through the left atrium, across the aortic valve, and into the left ventricle.
Of course.
Good job. Now that we are in the ventricle, we want to check the previous images taken using contrast dye when the patient was first diagnosed. This will help us locate the damaged area.
What does this do?
You can see there is damage caused by those heart attacks because there is a section of the heart that doesn't move. What we want to do is to carefully inject them right where the healthy tissue meets the dead tissue, or right on the line between red and white tissue. Go ahead and inject the stem cells in the appropriate locations.
Stab. Stab. Oh, stab. Bleeding out. Stab. He's dead. How is he not dead? Stab. How are you doing this inside the heart?
Before we do anything else, we need to check to see if we left a small hole or perforation in the heart by looking at the echocardiogram. Here's an image of what it looks like when there is a perforation in the heart. You can see that the black area is where blood has leaked into the pericardial sac, which is the tissue that surrounds the heart. Compare that to our patient, looking particularly at the area around the left ventricle. Do you think our patient has a hole in the heart, or are we in good shape to finish this procedure?
I'm gonna cut it right